Children will be able to hold hands with their grandparents by March 8 under the government's plan to ease lockdown restrictions. Health Secretary Matt Hancock said he was pleased that care home residents will finally be allowed to have indoor visitors for the first time in months. Visitors will be required to take a coronavirus lateral flow test before entry, and personal protective equipment, PPE, must be worn. Residents will be asked not to hug or kiss their relatives, though hand-holding guidance for care homes is expected to be published in the next fortnight. Health Secretary Matt Hancock said he was pleased that it would soon be possible for people to be carefully and safely reunited with loved ones who live in care home. Outdoor visits, as well as those inside pods or behind screens, will be able to continue, giving residents the chance to see more than just their nominated visitor. The government met its target to offer all care home residents, along with social care and NHS staff, all those aged over 70 and the most clinically vulnerable, a vaccine by February 15. Scientists believe the vaccines become effective after 3 weeks, meaning by March 8 all those who accepted a vaccine should have a good level of protection from COVID-19. However, vaccination will not be a condition of visiting. Visits will also be suspended during local outbreaks and The Department of Health said the relaxation of the restrictions represented a balance between the risk of infection and the importance of visiting for the mental and physical well-being of care home residents and their. Mr. Hancock said, "I know how important visiting a loved one is, and am pleased we will soon be in a position for people to be carefully and safely reunited with loved ones who live. This is just the first step to getting back to where we want to be. We need to make sure we keep the infection rate down, to allow greater visiting in a step-by-step way." And the Care Minister Helen Whately added, "One of the hardest things during this pandemic has been seeing families desperate to be reunited with their loved ones kept apart, and I absolutely want to bring them back to. As we begin to open up, we will move step by step to increase visits while remembering we are still in the grip of a global." Professor Deborah Sturdy, Chief Nurse for Adult Social Care, said, "This is a first step towards resuming indoor visits, and we all hope to be able to take further steps. I am pleased as a result of so many people following the rules we are in a position to increase visits and hope this is just the." It comes as the Prime Minister Boris Johnson prepares his roadmap out of the national lockdown, the details of which he is expected to enact. The relaxation was welcomed by Charity Age UK, whose director Caroline Abraham said, "It makes sense for the first step to be to allow essential caregiving visitors back into care homes because these individuals are so crucial to the health and well-being of the resident. In their absence, we know that some older people have stopped eating and drinking, despite the best efforts of staff to take their. Sometimes, only the person you love most in the world will do, and it's to the government's credit that they have." However, Independent Care Group Chairman Mike Pageant said, "We must sound a note of caution because COVID-19 hasn't gone away, and we are caring for the most vulnerable and most susceptible. We need some clarification. For example, the announcement says holding hands will be allowed but warns against close contact." Shadow Health and Social Care Minister Liz Kendall said, "For the last 7 months, backed by labor and charities, families have been calling for care home visits to start again and to be treated as key workers with access to all the PPE and testing they need." Over this period, ministers have repeatedly failed to grasp how important families are for the physical and mental health of care home residents, and the appalling impact preventing visits has caused. Never again must families be denied the right to visit their loved ones in care homes.